1969, Dave Thomas. No, not that Dave Thomas. The other guy. Yeah, that one. He opened Wendy's. He named it after his daughter, Melinda Lou. That checks. Apparently she had a speech impediment. I did not actually do that on purpose, I swear. But she had a speech impediment and couldn't pronounce her own name. So her nickname was Wendy. Still doesn't really, help me much, but maybe they were like, I wonder if she's ever going to figure out how to pronounce her own name. There, now it checks out. But Dave was doing something a little different. He was doing square burgers based on his favorite place, Kewpie Hamburgers in Kalamazoo, Michigan. Yeah, I do my homework on this stuff. Come on. I've got Wikipedia. I can look this stuff up. But Dave started something different. Dave's done a lot of things. These burgers are absolutely everywhere. They have them in Azerbaijan, Uzbekistan. Wendy's is a global phenomenon, and I'm going to recreate the Dave's Double today. We have all the stuff here. It's cooking right now. The reason I have this time is because it's got a really interesting cooking method. You're going to have to stick around to find out what that is, because we're going to get started making the Dave's Double. Wendy's doesn't always make the most complicated burgers, and the Dave's Double is definitely not a complicated burger. So you got to execute everything just right, especially toasting the buns. Now we're going to put our meat down here. These are 4-inch square, quarter-pound burgers, 4 ounces each. The secret that Wendy's has that makes them taste different than most other burgers is they cook it at a much lower temperature over a longer period of time. That's why everyone's like, oh, it's steamed or whatever. No, it isn't. It's fried like this, but just slowly. Now that is a bit strange, isn't it? Yeah, most people are going for the Maillard effect. Dave Thomas was running away from it as fast as humanly possible, but that explains why their burgers are different than everybody else's. It's not because they're fresh, never frozen. They didn't make me say that. I got to. Yeah, nailed it. Thank you very much. Send the check to... Just kidding. But we are ready to assemble this thing, and it's a pretty standard burger. We've got 2 slices of American cheese. Each patty's getting one. It doesn't go on the grill because not everybody wants cheese, and so they do it to assemble on there, but you have to put it 90 degrees or whatever, 45 degrees to the thing. With the 90 degrees would just be in line with it, wouldn't it? That's like doing a full 360. It's like, didn't you just start back where you ended? Ended up where you started off, sort of thing. There you go. That's how you're supposed to put the cheese on there. You have to, otherwise corporate will come after you, even though I don't work there, never have. We are going to put down, I had a little bit of a burger blowout here. It's funny, I formed all of these patties. I did a whole bunch of these because there's a series of these I'm working on, so I did all my patties, the whole thing. I got them all measured out. They're all done. They go in a Ziploc bag. They're going in the fridge. The Ziploc bag, as I'm about to close the fridge door, goes... hits the ground, and then I closed the door. Smashed all the burgers. So I had to do that all over again. If you're watching the video now, no, that was the first time. Yep. Okay. Just behind the scenes. There you go. All right. So that is the first one going down. These buns are a little oversized because I could not find the proper smaller buns. I don't know what happened to the world. We all have gigantic buns now. Insert joke here. Big buns. What do you know? So these are larger than the buns. That is a 4-inch burger ring. The square rings, they are a little hard to find. I will put a link here someplace right there to find that. They are just fairly standard thing for cakes and stuff like that, I think. But it works great for this, especially if you can find slightly smaller buns. The burger is supposed to hang out. That's why Dave did the square patties, is that it looked like there was more meat. There's still only 4 ounces of meat in there. That's a quarter pound, but that's 2 quarter-pound patties. That's a half pound of meat on a Dave's Double. Bet you didn't realize that it was that much meat. Now you do. All right. The order of this is the standard LTOP. What is the LTOP? Lettuce, tomato, onions, pickles. And it goes in that order. Lettuce, tomato. We're putting a couple of onions on top of this. Yeah, it's a big tomato. I had it. There you go. And pickles, the LTOP, folks. When you see that on a menu, now you know what it means. Condiments. We haven't put anything down on this thing yet. It is dry on the bottom. kind of their signature. All right, so it gets mayonnaise, ketchup, and mustard on this. I'm putting the mayo down first. Mayonnaise. Use whatever brand you have locally available. It is a regional thing, so sorry, not everybody gets Duke's or Hellman's. By the way, Hellman's and Best Foods are identical. It's the same company, it's just different label. So if someone tries to tell you it's different, they're lying. People do that a lot. Okay, now we are putting down our ketchup. Yes, we are. We're going to put this down, and I'm going to put it on here because why does ketchup just have to do that? It just does. Okay, it's got ketchup going down. And the mustard, which is important because they always have mustard on there and the whole thing. And oh no, I'm out of mustard. Oh no, I didn't have any. But you're supposed to put, oh gee, oh, I ruined the video. Oh, darn it. Okay, it's supposed to have mustard on it. You can ask for it to not have mustard on it, but they will never do that because you ask them. I made no insinuations as to the intelligence of the people that are assembling said burgers. I didn't. But this goes on top, and there is a Dave's Double. Woo-hoo-hoo! That is super simple. Super. Oh my God, that is gorgeous. That is absolutely gorgeous. Get another look at that. Look at that again. Come on. Oh my. I'm getting good at this, people. Seriously, that is friggin' delicious. That's gorgeous. I haven't had a Dave's Double in a long time because out west, they seem to have some problem with the franchisees or something. I'm not really sure what it is, but they don't train the people, they don't supervise the people, and they don't motivate the people. So you can pull up to a Wendy's at any time of the day here, and they won't see you at the drive-thru, or they'll say just a minute, and then 15 minutes later they're like, what? So I couldn't remember the last time I had a Wendy's burger, and they always get it wrong. So now I know how to make my own. I'm excited. All right, thumbnail time, and then I'm going to be right back, and then we're digging into this thing. So hold on one second. Okay, I'm back. Thumbnails are done. Weren't they pretty? That's why you clicked on this video, because dang, that giant burger sitting right here is, well, it's right here. So that's just a bigger version of this. You just saw that. There you go. I'm going to dig into this thing because, like I said, I haven't had a Dave's Double but since before they started calling it the Dave's Double. I'm digging in. I'm going for the square corners because, come on, that's the way it is. This funky cooked beef, the whole thing, you got to get all the goodness. I've got it right side up because I don't want to get yelled at. Like I said in other videos, the comment section, they're serious. All right, going in. Yep, there you go. That is, they always had this weird flavor with the beef. And you were always trying to figure out if it was steamed or what the deal was. It's just that it's slow cooked over a lower temperature. You don't get the browning on it. You don't get that Maillard flavoring. But that's a Dave's Double right there from Wendy's. An iconic burger that has been around for 50 some odd years. I know. In 1969. Who remembers what happened that year? Nothing really important, right? No, nothing at all. Except that burger. That's the only thing important that happened in 1969, pretty sure. And now you know how to make it. I thank you for watching. I'm making iconic burgers from our childhood. Things that we remember, nostalgia, things that aren't the way they used to be because we were smaller and they were bigger, and now it's the other way around. So that is a big, big burger right there that I'm going to tear into, and you can tear into one as soon as you make one. Leave me a comment. Let me know what you want me to do next. I love the comments. So leave me one of those, and I will see what I can do. Until then, have a good one. I'll see you in the next one.